Okay. Dolls. 2019 low budget film. Okay. So, I mean, it's directed by Cuyle, Carvin. It's written by three different three people. Which, that's ridiculous. I mean, the way it's structured, who cares, you know? Editing is whatever. The acting in this is either, why are you responding like that, to pretty lackluster. They try to do a ripoff of Slappy from Goosebumps in this, at least with one of the dolls. It doesn't work, because you barely see these dolls move at all. And people criticize the original Puppet Master for, like, the dolls, or the puppets barely, you see them do anything. That's way better than this film. Well, not retro or legacy, but the rest of the Puppet Master films are way better than this film. Dolly Dearest is probably better than this. Seed of Chucky's better than this. Any other killer doll film or puppet film is way better than this. Mostly. Because, like, it deals with mental illness. It tries to do this social commentary on mental illness, which could have been interesting, but they don't really do much with it. I mean, you have this struggling children's book author and his rebellious teenage daughter, who I didn't really care much for because she was just, again, rebellious and cussed out her father a lot, and he barely did anything to, stop that. I mean, you have some family drama in this, which is not really much to write home about. I mean, it ends cliche where, spoilers, I mean, the dad kills the daughter because they try to pull a Pinocchio's revenge in this ending. Which doesn't work. I would say that's a way better movie than this. As well, I'm not a big fan of it, but it's a way better film. Triloquist, the movie that I did commentary for, that's a way better film than this. The guy that did Leprechaun did a movie called Triloquist where I did a commentary to film. I didn't really care much for the film, but I think that's a way better film because at least the actress in that is a good, decent actress, better than this actress in this. But, I mean, the dad and daughter soon learn that the dolls have a sinister and deadly past. And then they try to rip off Annabelle, where, it's these demons that are, possessing these three lame dolls. Now, there's a little rhyme that I did like where it talks about the dolls. Like, if you see them, or if you hear them run in the attic, or, like, they're called attic dolls or something. But I like the little rhyme that they had. Or, like, if you look away or something, or if you catch them moving, they'll get you or whatever. So that was I like the little rhyme in this. Again, the way the puppets are in this are silly. Like, the way they kill people are lame. I don't know if this is PG-13 or not, because I swear I saw I'm on IMDb now. There's no nudity in this. Or sex. That's a lie. There's no nudity in this film. So IMDb is lying. Because I don't know if the actress in this is... She might actually been a teenager, so never mind. But... And even the mom... I don't even think the mom character... Like, she's in a tub. I don't think we ever see her... You know. So, yeah. This movie sucked balls. Even the ending's like dumb and predictable, because the dad ends up... I guess the mom, back when they were together, mentally abused him or something, or he's a heroin addict or something. I forget what it was. Or she abused him mentally or cheated on him, I guess, and that made him go crazy or something. We really don't care much for these characters. I mean, again, the daughter is a rebellious teenager, barely listens to her dad, really, and then she tries to act all caring later on. I didn't buy it. But yeah, this movie's just boring. It's a waste of time. I don't know really what you could have done with this film. And then they try to give the doll's backstory again. Oh, and also the beginning, we see a lame kill, even though it's not really a kill, it's more of a suicide scene of one of the side characters' siblings, but still. We have to see, because then that lady, because this lady who knew the dad's mom back in the day, I guess, who's played by Dee Wallace from E.T. She tells the story about these dolls and, you know, about her brother, how the dad's mom was a psychologist and tried to help her brother, and she was able to get the multiple personalities or whatever into the dolls, but then the dolls came back for him, so then he killed himself. And we have to see that scene again, even though we saw it at the beginning. But I guess we have to have context with it, because we can't just, you know, she can't just narrate and tell the story. We have to see it. We have to visually see it again. Yeah, I love how cheap the effects are in this movie. Where towards the climax of the film, where literally the dad, like, he's calling for his daughter, and this girl calls for her dad like multiple times throughout this film, which is annoying. Also, he burns the dolls, but I guess because they're possessed, they're not harmed. Even though I thought that was the point. You burn This movie's on Tubi if you want to watch it. But yeah, it doesn't follow the rules at all, because he burns them, but then they're not burned when you see them again, when they pop up. And I love how they pop up behind him, and then when he turns around, they're sitting on the counter. So it's like somebody was holding him behind him up off camera. They had to hold him up, and then when he turned around, oh, we got one right here. It's terrible. Terrible, terrible. Barely effects on the puppets, or dolls. And again, one of them wants to act like he's Slappy, but with no charisma. And he doesn't even talk either. They just laugh, as if they're six-shooter's cousins. Distant relatives. Not even close. Yeah, I don't know really what else to say. What was I gonna say about the climax? Oh, I love how they're so cheap when the dad, like, goes to look for the knife, even though he's looking down at the knife and he's acting like he can't see it. I love how the camera cuts to the puppets and him, and then it jump cuts the puppets as if like the dad's like right here, and then the puppets are right here, and then it jump cuts like as if they move like that fast, like there's Samara from The Ring. It literally jump cut as close up to him, and then he stabs what he thinks is a puppet, but is actually his daughter, and then he kills his daughter accidentally, and then he gets blamed, and that's why he's locked up in mental asylum. And then Dee Wallace shows up again. We're gonna burn them or destroy them this time, and I'm like, I don't care. And it has this lame CGI face effect of one of the dolls laughing and smiling, and then credits, and then that's when I say screw this movie. This movie is just dumb. It's not good at all. I don't know why it gets a 3.6 on IMDb. I think that's way too high. Film has nothing going for it. Not even the designs of the dolls are interesting or cool at all. This movie sucks. I think the director sucks. I think the writing sucks. Oh, and also the dad, at one point, there's a love interest of the daughter. Literally, she sees the guy bleeding out, then she runs to the bathroom and locks it. And the way she responds to, or reacts to, like, calling for her dad and panicking, I guess, being scared, like, it was so choreographed, so staged. Lame delivery. Also, the dad decides, I'm not gonna let them blame my daughter for this. We gotta do something. I'll take care of it, baby. And then he decides to take her along. We don't see him, do this. But we get the gist where he buries this dead young guy, because he packs a dead body in the back of his car, takes her along, and then they drive off. And that's when the mom comes back to the house. Oh, I missed my flight. And then she dies in a lame fashion. And then they come back and, I'm like, this is so lame. This movie literally was boring. And it tried to be a slow burn as if it's, doing something, as if that's cool for this movie, because it's not. I've seen Goosebumps episodes scarier than this movie. And there's better acting in that as well. But yeah, I don't recommend this film at all unless you want to laugh at it. Even Baby Oopsie, from Demonic Toys Full Moon, I did a review of that. I would say that's a bit of somewhat better movie, because at least the dummy or the doll talks in that and has charisma, unlike these dolls that don't say anything but laugh half the time. And at least in Baby Oopsie, it actually is able to. It's an animatronic, where the effects aren't that great, but it actually moves, unlike these things. They just stand there. And even when they're supposed to do something, they don't. They can't do it. This movie. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this rant review, my thoughts on this crap movie. Be sure to give a like, and yeah, thanks for watching, and take care. Peace and love.